Okay, I need to say something that might make you a little bit mad because if you've been eating less and skipping meals, cutting carbs, and doing all of the right things and you're still gaining weight, I don't want you to think that you're doing something wrong. But what you're probably worked before, it just doesn't work anymore. And I know no one has told you this because in perimenopause, eating less just isn't helping. It's actually making things harder. Because here's what I hear all the time from women in perimenopause. And maybe this sounds like you. You're doing everything you were told to do. You're eating less, you're moving more, you've cut out the wine, and you're trying to get more sleep. You're doing the workouts, and the scale just isn't moving or it's actually going up. And the worst part is that isn't the number on the scale, it's that feeling of like, what is wrong with me? Like, I know I'm doing all the right things. Why isn't this working? And I want you to hear this, okay? There's literally nothing wrong with you. What happened is that everything you knew about losing weight, the rules, the math, the approach, it was designed for somebody that was like 20 years ago and not where you're at right now. So, let me tell you what's actually happening right now inside your body. And I'm going to keep this simple because I don't want you to have to take notes. First, estrogen. As estrogen starts to decline in perimenopause, your body starts changing, and that's why it's storing fat because it used to distribute it more evenly, and now it goes straight to your belly. The worst, right? The bigger piece is that it also impacts how your body uses insulin. So your blood sugar is actually more reactive than it used to be. The next thing is muscle. We start losing muscle in our mid 30s, and perimenopause just speeds it right on up. And muscle is your metabolism. Okay, so less muscle means your body is burning fewer calories at rest, even if you're eating the exact same thing that you've always eaten. And the third one is cortisol, which is your stress hormone. And in perimenopause, cortisol gets like way more reactive. Okay. So restricting food, skipping meals, and only eating 1,200 calories a day, your body starts to see that as a threat. And so it's going to spike your cortisol. And when your cortisol is ever changing, it's telling your body to hold on to fat and not let it go. So if you're doing a ton of cardio on top of all that, cardio is going to spike your cortisol too. And so you might just be working harder for literally no reason, and it's making your body harder to release fat. So here's why less is actually working against you right now. Because when you undereat and you're skipping meals and you're keeping your calories really low, your body doesn't think, okay, great, we're in a deficit. Let's burn some fat. All right. It's thinking, oh shit, oops, crap, we're in danger. Okay. And it spikes your stress hormones, and your stress hormones are going to tell your body that I got to hold every single calorie that I can. Look, I've talked to so many women who are eating 1,200 calories a day and still gaining weight, and it feels completely insane. It makes total sense when you understand that your body has changed and things have, adapted, and it slows down everything to survive on what it's getting. And I recently saw a comment from somebody who said she fell into this intermittent fasting during the pandemic and she was so strict about it. And she ended up gaining over 20 pounds and getting a pre-diabetes diagnosis. So, look, like this isn't about your willpower, but it's really about your biology and how your body's designed to do what it's supposed to do when it thinks it's under a threat. So, if eating less isn't the answer, what is? Because I know what you're probably thinking right now. The first thing and the biggest shift is protein. Not eating less, but eating more protein, because protein is going to be what your body is going to help hold on to muscle. And muscle, like I said, is what keeps your metabolism running. And so most women in perimenopause think that they're getting enough protein, but in reality, they're probably getting 10 to 15 grams. And that's a massive gap. So the second thing is really all about your blood sugar stability. And when your blood sugar is spiking and crashing all day from low calorie eating and skipping meals from the wrong foods, your cortisol is going to go with it. Okay. The whole framework I use with my clients, it's called the Easy Plate, and it's called the Easy Plate for a reason because it's super simple and it helps you build your meals without obsessing over, how much of this do I need? How much of that do I need? And it really breaks things down to get you started into a place where you can be consistent. So you're not tracking anything and you're not obsessing over food. So I will link the details below so that you can find out more. And the third thing, and I know that some of you are going to push back on this, is strength training. But listen, like it is proven that to protect the muscle that you have, because muscle is your metabolic engine to burn more calories, okay? And walking is still great. I love a good walk. I walk all the time. But if you're doing an hour of cardio every day and you're not building muscle, this is why. Real quick, if this is starting to land or make any sense for you, I have created a 5 days to finally know what to eat in perimenopause, and I'm going to link it below. So go grab it. It's free. It's going to help you jumpstart and get your 5 days going so that you can start moving ahead and knowing what you need to do. All right, back to this. So, look, at the end of the day, here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Eating less may have worked before, but it doesn't work anymore. And that's really not your fault. But that's because your body's changed and it truly, truly needs something different now. So you need to have more protein. You need to have more stable blood sugar. You need to have movement that's going to protect muscle instead of depleting it, because this is really, truly your foundation. And if you want help actually putting all of this into practice in a way that works with your real life, then I want you to go ahead and check out Real Food Made Easy, the collective, because this is going to be a place that's going to help you jumpstart all of those habits that you need to lose the weight, get the energy back, and fix the brain fog. So I am so excited that you're here. And next week, I'm going to show you what I eat during the week as a real busy mom, not on a perfect day, because there are no perfect days. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And in the meantime, if you need a place to start, watch this video right here.